Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my monthly makeup basket that I will be using for the month of March. I'll be going through the items that I used in the month of February and kind of just giving you a quick review over them, the ones that I found that are my favorites, ones that I'm just putting back, and ones that I'm going to keep in my rotation for now. Also from the February monthly makeup that I was using, I have some items that I'm decluttering and one item that I used up. So yeah, let's just start with, how about favorites? So I actually have quite a few favorites this go around. The first one is the Benefit Erase Paste in number 1 Fair. And it comes with a little spatula thing, but I didn't use a whole lot of it. There is a little bit of some divots in there, but whenever I did use this, I really liked it. Like, it covers really well and it just blends out really nicely. So this was really nice for when I did have acne spots or if I needed a little more coverage under my eyes. That's what I mostly grabbed this for, and I think it works great for either purpose. And I really like it. It is going to go back into my makeup collection because I want to try a different concealer for the month of March. So I'm going to put it back, but this was definitely a favorite of mine this month. Another favorite, this is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Illuminator. So this highlighter, it's kind of being washed out a little bit, but it's pretty golden, and at first, I didn't know if it was working right because I didn't think I was getting a lot of pigment on there and it was mostly just like shimmer and stuff. But I think I just kind of had to go in a little bit harder with my brush to pick up more of golden kind of reflects, and it looked so pretty on the skin, so pretty. I don't know, I really like this. I don't typically go for a golden highlight, but this was really beautiful. So I really enjoyed this. This was definitely a favorite of mine. Another favorite of mine was this Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This is in black. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It doesn't clump. I don't know what it is, but with mascaras, I just don't like clumpy mascaras. And this doesn't clump. It gives you not as much of a false lash effect. It's kind of like in between a natural look and a more false lash effect. So I do really like it because it just makes my lashes look really nice, separated and long. And I don't know, I really like it. The brush is really cool too. Okay, so what I end up doing with this is it has like a curved part. I couldn't really focus in on this, but it's got a curved part with a lot of short bristles on it. And I used that at first just to coat all of my lashes. And then I just cut it all over my finger. And then what I do is I flip it around, and then the part that's curved outward has longer bristles, and I use that to go through my lashes afterwards just to separate, lengthen, and just get them to look a little more fluffy. So I mean, I use both sides, and I really like this brush in particular because I feel like it really works well for getting your lashes to look just really nice and not clumpy at all. So I really like this one. Okay, and then I have 3 lip favorites. Now what makes these favorites is the formula, is mostly the formula. The colors are nice. I am going to put them back into my collection, but they're not things I would reach for super often. I think out of all of them, the color that I would probably reach for the most would be this NARS one. So this is Rikugan. This is the NARS Satin Lip Pencil. And it's just a small size, and I really like it. The formula is just really nice. For a lip pencil, it's really nice. I have a couple other lip pencils that I like as well, but they're also not as easy to apply, and this one I just find more easy to apply. So I really like this formula. This is like the most neutral color that I have of this. I think I have one other color and it's more of a red. But I would probably use this even more if it was more of a neutral color, but this is still a decently neutral color. So I do like this. This was definitely a favorite formula of mine. And then two other favorites. They're both by Lorac, and this one is their lipstick. Their highly pigmented satin lipstick in Daydreamer. And I didn't think I was going to like this color at first. And I think I wore this in my last video. I think I wore it in my last video or a couple of videos ago. But it's almost like a berry kind of color. So it's got a little bit more of a purpley kind of fuchsia to it. And it's pretty. It's not something I would typically reach for, but it is really pretty. So I do want to keep it in my collection. I don't have another color like this, so yeah, this one's nice, but I do love the formula. It's really nice. It's very soft. It's not drying at all. And it's just really, really comfortable on the lips. And then the other Lorac product that I have is the Alter Ego Lip Gloss. And I feel like I've talked about this formula before, but maybe I haven't. And this is in the color Temptress. And again, I didn't think I was going to like this color. It's not, again, something that I would pull for as much, but it's more of a mauve-y kind of color, but it's a little bit darker. I didn't reach for it as much as I feel like I reached for the other ones, but I did try this out a couple of times, and it's not something that I want to get rid of just because it's a little bit more of a unique mauve color, and I didn't hate it. Like, it still was nice, and it is a little bit different of a color in my collection. I don't really have too many colors like this, so I am going to keep it because I love the formula. So those are my favorites that I used in February. Let's do the items that I am going to declutter and take out of my collection, and then the one empty that I used up. So the one empty that I used up is this Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist. And it's just a little size, and I did use this and it was okay. I don't think that I would go out and purchase this product off of using this. The spray, there's no more so it's not spraying, but the spray was a little weird, and I guess maybe just because it's small and has a shorter spray pump is maybe what it was, because it was very short spritz, and I feel like it didn't get very far on my face. Like, I feel like I had to do it a lot, and I had to do it in multiple sections, so it covered my face. Also, you had to definitely shake it up, otherwise I feel like it kind of gave you little splat marks or whatever, but I don't know, it was just okay. I didn't really notice that it held any makeup on, made it last longer than it normally does. I did use it, I think, a couple times before. It's nice as like a little bit of hydration, but I don't know, for me it just wasn't my favorite thing that I've tried. If you guys have tried some good face mists, let me know, because I would be interested in trying more out. I just, for some reason, this one didn't wow me. Okay, so I have 3 products that I am decluttering. I was a little bit shocked because the first one is this Almay eyeshadow in, what is this, Creme Brulee. It's a really pretty color. I did use it pretty often actually this past month. I have a little bit of a divot in there, and I just found that every time I wore this, it's like a little champagne-y, a little bit of a pinky, more on the pink side, very glittery, and that's what I just couldn't stand. Like, I put it on my lids a couple times, there was a lot of fallout, and I figured out how to put it on without fallout, and then even though I didn't have fallout under my eyes when I applied it and everything, by the end of the day, the rest of my face had this glitter all over it. So I was just like, what the heck? Like, I don't know, I didn't like that. So I am getting rid of this. Some more eyeshadow I am decluttering. This is an LA Colors eyeshadow palettes in Traditional. I got this a while back, and yeah, I mean, it's very neutral colors, that's why I pulled it, and I thought that I could use these as transition shades and stuff like that to really use as my base and then put a pop of color in the middle or something shimmery, and it just didn't work very well. Like, I don't know, like they just weren't super pigmented. They were kind of muddy and they just didn't blend really well either. I mean, I just had the hardest time with this. Every time I tried to use this, it looked bad. Like I don't know, I think I used it 3 times and then finally was like, no, it's not happening. So I am going to get rid of this. I'm kind of bummed out about that, but they just don't perform and I don't want to use them anymore. So I'm getting rid of this. And then lastly, the Ulta Kohl eyeliner in Halo. I used to love this. This is like a white, little bit of shimmers in there, and I didn't resharpen it, but really pretty, but I don't know, I reused it again and put it in the inner corners of my eyes, and it just, I don't know, it just looked like glitter. It didn't really show much of the whitish color, or the off-white color, and it just looked kind of funny. It didn't look good. And then I tried it on my waterline, and it definitely didn't stay, and it just kind of looked kind of patchy when I did that. So I don't know, it just kind of looked really weird every time I used it. So I'm getting rid of this. This is going away. So now for the items that were just kind of okay, and I am going to keep them there going back into my collection, but I am going to take them out of my monthly products that I will be using because I'm going to pull a bunch of new ones for the month of March. So these are just the ones that I'm just putting back. So the first one is this NYC Kohl Brow Eyeliner Pencil in Taupe, and I use this for my brows. I used this, and I used my Physicians Formula one that I'm working on for my Project Pan, and I did get a good amount of use out of this, but I tried to alternate the two, and I like the Physicians Formula one better. I don't know, like this one just, I don't know, it's something about it, but I don't hate it. Like, I still think it works. It still made my brows look pretty good, but it just, the formula was just a little different, and I guess I'm just not used to it. It was more waxy, had more of a waxy texture to it. So I want to keep it because I still want to play around with it. I want to try out a few more of my brow pencils and products first, and then kind of compare them with each other before I get rid of this, because I mean, it still might be good. I didn't hate it, like I said. So I'm going to put this back into my collection. I'm also going to put this blush back into my collection. This is the Jane Blushing Cheeks and Blushing Petal 06, and this I tried using a couple times with what is it, the e.l.f. stippling brush, because that worked really well with the last blush that I used, the Clinique one, but it didn't work as well with this one, so I ended up using a different brush. It was like a Real Techniques blush brush or something, and that one worked really, really good with this. So I do still really like the color. It looked really good. I know this is an older product, so I don't know, but I'm going to keep it because I do really like it. I don't have a lot of blushes, so I'm going to hang on to this one. I'm also putting back my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster bronzer, and I did enjoy using this. I do like this. Now, I don't feel like I typically will go for this very often, just because it is a little more of a bronzing bronzer, and I am so pale, so I have to be a little bit careful with that. But I do think it's light enough. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it. I think this would be perfect for the summer. Which it's not right now, but I don't have a lot of bronzer, so this was just the next one that I pulled. But I'm going to pull one more. I think I only have one more bronzer to try out. I don't know, we'll see. But so I am going to put this back into my collection and pull this back out in the summer when I think I will use it more. I also have the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder, and it's a white powder, and I am going to put it back in my collection. I don't know really how I feel about it because I kind of like it, but I kind of feel like it might leave a little bit of a white cast when I put it on. I do feel like it sets my makeup, but like I said, I feel like I have to be a little bit careful, especially how I use it with the brush, because sometimes it kind of gathered in one spot more than kind of dusting all over, and that kind of looked a little bit funny, just because, like I said, if you put too much on one spot, it kind of stays there and it gives you a little bit of a white cast. But if you do use it more correctly, which, because I did have to work on this a little bit to try and figure out how to use it, it does end up looking nicer. So I am going to keep this, but I'm going to put it back into my collection. I am also going to be putting back the Naked palette, Urban Decay Naked palette, back into my collection. I did use it a little bit more this month, and I do really like it. I didn't use it a whole ton, but I used it more than I used it last month. So I think that I have decided that I like it enough to keep it. So I'm going to put this back into my collection and try out a different full-size palette for the month of March. So 3 of the products I'm going to keep in my makeup bag for this month of March, just because I still want to use them, or I just don't want to pull something else out from my makeup collection because I just don't feel like it will be good for this time of year. So I'm going to keep the It Cosmetics CC Cream in Fair. I have been using this quite a bit and I do really like it, but the only thing I've been noticing that's kind of a little bit off, and I don't know if it's the primer I'm using, I kind of think it's the primer, but I don't know, is that like this part of my cheek right here, it like doesn't want to stick. Like it just kind of, or maybe it just doesn't have enough coverage in that area. I don't know what it is, but the rest of my face looks good, and then here you can see the little bit of redness peeking out. And so I don't know if that's this or some other products I'm using, but I do really like it other than that. So I'm going to continue to use it because I am super pale right now. It's still winter, and I feel like the other foundations that I have in my collection right now are all a little bit darker, something that I would use in the summer. So I'm going to keep this one in. I'm also going to keep in the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara sample. You guys know that I don't really care for this that much. I don't hate it, but I'm going to keep it in just for one more month because this will be the 3rd month I use it, and then I'll get rid of it after that. But I'm going to keep this in. I've been enjoying using this eyeliner pencil, and I just want to continue to use it. I don't really want to open too many eyeliners. I think I will be selecting another eyeliner to try out this month, but it'll be more like an eyeliner, kind of like the one that I just got rid of, more of a cream color. So I have been using quite a bit of this, and I just want to continue to use it. I like it, and I don't want to switch it out, so I'm going to keep using this one for the month of March. So for the month of March, I'm going to show you all the new products that I pulled from my collection that I'm going to be trying out and using consistently throughout the month, get more opinions on, see if I want to keep them or not, and just to use my products more. And if I did get something new, then I want to try it out. So that way I'm not just kind of hoarding stuff in there and not using it. So let's start with face products. So for more of a primer kind of product to get my makeup to stay in place, I didn't choose a powder, but I chose this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. There's not a whole lot in here. Well, I guess there is a little bit in here. And I have used it before, but I kind of forgot what I thought about it. I don't know if I really liked it, to be honest, but I still have it. I didn't get rid of it, so I want to reform an opinion on it and test it out for this month. Also for the face, I chose this Wet n Wild Color Icon in Reserve Your Cabana. And this is supposed to be a bronzer with SPF 15. This is super light. I actually use this as a highlight, or once in a while I will use it as like an all-over face powder. So, you know, I could use it as either or and try it out different ways this month. It's a very subtle highlight, and yeah, I want to give this some more use. I did used to use it quite a bit. It does have a good amount of use in this little corner over here, so I just want to grab for this more this month and see how I feel about it and see if it is a multi-purpose product or if I just like it better for one or the other. So yeah, got that. Also for the face, I picked this up the end of last year, and it's still in the packaging. This is why I'm doing this, because otherwise things would just stay in the packaging and I would never use them. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape. I know I haven't tried it out and everybody talks about it. I feel like everybody has this. But this is in Fair Beige, so hopefully this is a good color for me. They had like 3 colors that I thought might work, and this is just the one that I ended up going with. So yeah, I think this might be a good color match. So here it is. I am so excited to use this because I hear so many people like this. So this month, this will be my concealer that I'd go for. For bronzer, I'm going to use more of a lighter bronzer because the last one I used, I felt like it was a little too warm for the winter time. But this is also by Physicians Formula. This is their butter bronzer. This is the light bronzer. And it does kind of smell like sunscreen or coconut or very tropical, beachy kind of scent to it. But I don't think that'll bother me too much. I have used this like once or twice, so I haven't really formed much of an opinion on it yet, so I want to do that. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to using this because I know a lot of people like this as well. For my blush, this is kind of a little bit of a bright one. I wasn't sure if I should pull this or not, but I have it in my collection and I don't know if I should keep it or not. I feel like I've probably gotten rid of this before and then put it back into my collection, so I really got to figure out what I want to do with this because I do think I liked the formula, but I think the color was a little too bright on me. I don't remember. This is in Love Affair and it is pretty bright pink, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to see once and for all if this is going to stay in my collection or if I really do need to pass it along. So this is what it looks like. It's really pretty, but hopefully I can make it work. Maybe with a light hand. Which is a lipstick and a gloss because I currently have a lipstick and a gloss in my project pan, so I don't want to overdo it. I felt like last month I overdid it and I had way too many lip products and then I only used each thing like a few times. So I don't really want to do that this month. I just want to pick a few things. These are a little bit of darker colors, so things that I would wear in the winter, and it's still a little bit winter here, so I figure I've got one more month to use them and then I'll just do all summer colors after that. But for the lip gloss, oh, this is actually an Ulta Beauty Matte Lip Cream. It was in my lip gloss drawer. And this is in Allusive. It's a pretty dark color, so this one makes me a little bit nervous, but at least I can try out the formula as well. And then I also have, oh, this is another Ulta product I didn't realize. Okay, this is the Ulta Super Shiny Lip Butter, and I feel like I've used this before and I don't remember how I felt about this. It's kind of a different kind of color. And it's very shiny. That's why it's called Super Shiny, duh. And this is in the color Vienna. So I'm going to be trying this out for this month. And then for brows, I don't even know if this is going to work. I haven't even opened this. This was I probably should have looked at it before I put it in here. But this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, the Skinny Brow Pencil in chocolate, so I don't know, this might be too dark. I think I got another one of these just recently and I think it was like in dark brown. I know that's not gonna work, so I didn't even open that. It's the same size as the other one, but let's open this and at least kind of give it a look. Okay, so it doesn't roll up or down, so I guess that's all you get. I'm a little confused. Is that really all you get in this little sample? I guess so. I think I'll try this out. I mean, there's literally barely any in here, so I might as well give it a try. And like I said, I think the other one that I had was like dark brown, so I'm guessing that was even darker than this, and I will be passing that one along. Okay, so now for eyeshadows. So for my single eyeshadow, I know this is kind of not a single eyeshadow, but this is like super old. I don't even know what brand this is. Yeah, it doesn't even have a color. But it's just some purpley colors and I just want to give it a try. I feel like it might go with some of the other shadows that I selected. So yeah, we'll see. See if this stays, if it goes, and how I like it. This is, like I said, the Love Lust Lace Palette, all mattes. And it just has some colors, like the lighter colors that I use all the time. and it has some darker tones that I might want to play with as well. So I have this still in the box too. I bought this at the end of last year as well, I think, or maybe it was, yeah, the end of last year too. So I've got problems, guys. So this is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have all seen this because this is like a palette that I feel like everybody already has as well. And there you go, that's what the inside looks like as well. So I guess I didn't need to pick that small palette because it has, oops, sticking my finger and stuff already. It already has this light shade right here that I could have used, but yeah. I don't know, I'm looking forward to trying this because like I said, I haven't used this. I know everybody else has, but it doesn't really smell too much of chocolate. I don't know, maybe it's just mine. It's very, very faint, but yeah. Oh, it's it's magnetic. Okay, so I'm excited to be trying this out this month as well. And then last new product that I'm going to pull from my collection to use this month is this eyeliner. This is by Rimmel. This is the Scandaleyes Waterproof Kohl Kajal eyeliner in Nude. So again, more of a lighter color, something I might put in my waterline or my inner corner, something to play with like that. I did get rid of the last one that I just used in February, but it's a little bit different. That one was shimmery, this one's not. So yeah, we're going to be using this, and then that way I can still keep the Lorac one and not have to compete with using something else with that. So there we go. That is all the products that I will be using for the month of March. And if you guys have tried any of these products, let me know what you guys think of them. I'm interested to know. Also, if you're trying a new product this month, let me know what that is. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I will see you guys later.